What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jason Morrison. So today, guys, I'm bringing you guys a little video just letting you guys kind of in on my workflow and what I do to capture emotion and really bring out emotion when I'm making my videos, my sequences, storytelling content, or videos for clients that I do when I'm doing my actual production work for the production company that I work for. So guys, bringing out emotion in your videos is so important, because when you're able to invoke emotion in your videos, when you're able to make somebody feel something, which is the reason why I started this filmmaking kind of videography stuff in the first place, because when I feel like when you're able to bring out emotion in the video, it's just really dope. It's something really special, and you have to be able to kind of have a sequence of things that come together in order to do it right. Now, I kind of have four things I should say, that I managed to condense it down into to try to break it down for you guys. And hopefully you guys can walk away from this video being able to better do it on your own. So first thing that I want you guys to know when trying to invoke emotion in your videos, when I'm really trying to bring a certain vibe to a video, or when I'm trying to tell a story that I want the viewer to walk away feeling a certain type of way, is you want to be able to determine what it is that you want the viewer to feel. Now, ideally you want to do this before you're shooting, but I realize that also there's going to be times where you're working with, pre-shot footage, or you're just going to be editing the project, and we'll get to that in just a second. But say the video has not been shot yet, or the project or film or whatever that you're doing has not been shot yet. The first thing you want to do is determine what it is, what's the emotion, what's the vibe that you want your viewer to walk away with, because that's going to be the framework, that's going to be kind of the setting stage for your whole video. Now for me, I did a client project for dementia, a bunch of clients kind of at an event where a partner of the production company that I work for was explaining how memory loss, Parkinson's, dementia, and everything like that affects individuals, especially African American, as they get older, and how they lose, their memory over time. Now that is, that's a pretty upsetting thing, losing your memories, losing your, ability to recall kind of what you've been through, or whatever it is in that case, is a pretty sad thing. Now right away I knew, boom, I need to be trying to kind of capture, or at least in my head, that's what I thought right away when I thought of those things, is I want to try to be able to bring out the emotion in these people, bring out kind of like a more somber, more sad vibe in the video, because you losing your memory, let's be honest, is a pretty sad thing. So right away, when I was going into that video, I knew that the song I had to pick, because music is literally some of the most important things you can do. Music determines how the vibe is set for your video, or what the flow is going to be for your videos. And that's really the only way I know how to even make films or emotions stand out in a video, or the flow work, is when I take a song and I let the song drive me through the edit. I let the song drive me through the vibe, and we go from there. Now, right away, like I said, I knew I wanted it to be a somber, sad vibe, so I took that. And I use Epidemic Sound personally, but I'm sure you guys can use Artlist, Soundstripe, or any of these other websites you can use to download some music. But go and listen to songs and determine if it's capturing the vibe that you want. What I'll do is I'll go and I'll put my headphones on, and I'll really just sit with a song for a little bit, and I'll try and visualize in my head as I'm going through the edit, or as I'm going through the song, and just visualize, step by step, do I feel immersed in this video? Is this the vibe that I want the viewer to walk away from? Because if you feel it and you're able to capture that and portray it in your video, then that's a really good thing. Now, what I'll do, we're gonna be in Premiere Pro right here. Like I said, recorded this promo for 901 Consulting's, one of the partners that I work for with my production company. And what I did is I'll play this back for you guys. I took a song that I thought really captured the sad, somber vibe I was going for. So I'm gonna play it back with no audio, and then we'll play it back with the audio, and you guys are gonna be able to see the difference kind of in how music, and the right music, especially the right song, is able to capture and invoke the emotion that you're looking for, or that you're looking to portray or transfer over to the viewer, so that they walk away with the feeling that you were, that you envisioned in your head, or that you intended. So like I said, I'll play it back with no music right here. And now I'm not gonna play the whole thing back. But as you guys can see, there's a lot of close-up shots, a lot of, close-ups of their faces. You really see their emotion, that they're thinking. It's really slow cut. There's not like a lot of fast cuts. So right away, you should know, a fast-paced song is just not going to work. And the context of the video is that this is about people losing their memory. This is about Alzheimer's, about dementia. That's not very fun things to deal with. So like I said, that's kind of setting the somber, sad vibe that I was going for. Now look at the difference in when you add the right song to this video and see the way that the emotion is really, like, it triggers it. It triggers it and it kind of flows. And with the right song, you're not thinking about the music. It just goes with the video hand in hand and really makes it work. All right, so right away, easily with the song, it just really captures the emotion that you're trying to portray. It feels lonely, feels sad, feels somber. You see all the people at the event. They're literally discussing in the context of the video how sad it is, seeing dementia patients, Alzheimer's patients kind of lose their memory. And that's what you want to do, is be able to capture that emotion, have the song match it, match the vibe of the video, match the context of the video, and make sure that they go together well. I've kind of meshed all this together already, but step number 2 would be, what do the shots in your videos look like? How do they speak for themselves? Before you even have a song, like I said, are they quick cuts? Is it long and drawn out? Is it very sporadic? What are they doing in the video? In this video, they were sitting down, kind of speaking, a lot of up close shots of their faces, a lot of emotion of them thinking and stuff like that. All that plays into the overall bigger picture when you're trying to determine what song or what vibe it is that you're trying to bring to the video. So like I said, this was very slow cut. We picked a slow song. Slow, very, not many movements. Once again, a slow song works. And really, you need to find a song that embodies that. Now, if I would have put a very sporadic, very quick cutted song over this, it would have not worked as well as if I had that very slow tempo, drawn out vibe that I had in this video. Now, just to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about, let's play back a different song over this video and see how it would have sounded if we didn't have the right song on top of this video. And I'll show you guys how ridiculous it is when you don't pick the right song for your videos, and how much of a disconnect and how awkward it can feel. All right, so right away, unless you're deaf, you should be able to see how much of a disconnect that is. We have hard hitting like 808s, big trap drums and everything like this over this slow, very serious promo video for dementia. It just does not work. You feel disconnected. You're almost wondering why the song is there in the first place, because you don't even know what you're watching. Your mind kind of starts to lose focus because you're not drawn in. It doesn't mesh well. And that's what happens when you pick the wrong song. The wrong song can ruin the video. You can have perfectly shot clips, very well exposed, color corrections right, very well framed up. But if you have a terrible song, if you have a song that doesn't match the vibe of the video, you're not going to be able to bring and invoke that emotion because it just doesn't go together. And once again, just to reiterate, guys, the storyline also has to match. We already know, because I've said it before, the storyline of this is that these people are at this event to learn and discuss more about what dementia and Alzheimer's can do to them. The context of it is that it's not a very happy thing to be learning that you're losing your memory. So like I said, It's very sad. It's a pretty lonely thing to lose your memory. So that's why having a sad, slow, somber song adds to the context of what's going on. And that's why the storyline also matters. So the right song can enhance the storyline. The right song can invoke that emotion because it adds to what's already there. And honestly, guys, that's really about it. Just to reiterate, you need to determine what emotion it is that you guys want to bring out in the video. That way, it's a lot easier for you to go in and look for a song and you already know the emotion or the vibe that you're going for. That way, you're not just going and randomly picking music to put over top your video and guessing what is gonna work best. Know the vibe, know the emotion, know the feeling that you're trying to go for before you even go shoot your video. And if it is shot, make sure you pick a song that matches the clip. If you have a pre-shot video, make sure that the clips that are already shot, you're picking a song that matches those, but also just make sure to go back and really reevaluate what is it the shots look like, how quick is the tempo, what song is gonna match that, and what's the feeling in the context of the video. Say if you're at a concert and you are, partying with a bunch of people, what song is gonna be really quick, really sporadic, and really crazy that's gonna match the tempo and the vibe of that video in the context that it's in. Bleeds into number 3. Number 2 and 3 kind of go together. Like I said, anything that matches the vibe or the context of the video is gonna bring out the emotion a lot better because it's gonna go hand in hand and it's gonna feel like they were purposely, I'm gonna say that 3 times because having a purpose when you're going in trying to evoke emotion is the number one thing you want to do. Have a purpose and have an idea, have a direction, and that's what's gonna help you kind of bring that vibe out and make other people, make the viewer feel that as well. And then as long as the storyline matches, because the storyline could be something very upbeat. Just because it's slow doesn't necessarily mean that the storyline is gonna match. I could have a really sad song over a slow kind of carnival ride of people on a Ferris wheel, for example, and that's still a pretty happy video, but just because it was shot slow, those wouldn't go together. It's not gonna match people at a carnival ride. You know what I mean? So take into consideration the context, take in consideration how quickly the clips are being cut or what the vibe is of the video, and you guys should be pretty okay with trying to invoke that emotion, invoke the vibe of whatever it is that you're going for. And honestly, for your films or your client work or whatever it is, you should be okay as long as you follow those 4 steps, and I'll put them down in the description. I didn't do them super, clean cut like bullets, 1, 2, 3, 4, but I think you guys kind of get the gist. A lot of them kind of bleed into each other, and I think a lot of it is more of common sense, but hopefully you guys can walk away with some more insight into how to invoke emotion and kind of set the tone and the vibe of your videos or your films. And that's really all I wanted to say in this video, guys. So feel free to drop a like on this video if you felt like it did help you. Put it down in the comments if you think that there is anything that I missed or anything you guys want to hear from me. Feel free to drop a like on the video once again if you did enjoy. This channel is just really about my journey becoming a videographer and a filmmaker. So if that sounds good to you, feel free to hit subscribe and come along for the ride, and just lifestyle content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.